All right, let's get this show underway. It's good to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope you all have had a nice Wednesday and Thursday, or whatever it is for you now. Here today, we're going to do some Resident Evil HD. Oh, that's weird. Ignore. Yeah, we're gonna do the old Resident Evil Remake today. But yeah, good to see you guys. Yeah, welcome in, Super Goat. Yeah, good to see ya. I did beat your hello, 007. Hello, and welcome in. Yo, Foxhound, good to see ya. The great Foxhound Cut. Yeah, hope you're doing well. Good to see ya. Yo, Vestige, great to see you. Welcome in. Somewhere I know deep down in Purple App Heart, he still loves you. Hey, Anunnaki, welcome in. It's great to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, doing fine, Fox. I'm doing fine, thanks. Yeah, looking forward to playing some RE1 today. And we're gonna try to go ahead and speed on through both. We're gonna do both campaigns today. And actually, slowly but surely, kind of working through. I know the picture's down, by the way. I wanted to open the timer up. Slowly working through most of the REs I want to play here. On the YouTube streams. Oh, nice little added incentive, if you will. Added bonus of the streams. All right. Yeah, why don't we get right to it here? Okay, that is very weird. Yo, Zax, hey, welcome in. Great to see you, Zax. My controller was acting weird. Okay, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, now it's good. Yeah, welcome in, Zax.
Resident Evil.
All right, let's get right to it.
There are only 3.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. And this game is weird, man. Like, some of the mods with it. Here, give me a second. let's try this again. Hey, Stereo, good to see you. Enjoy the food. And now the controls are acting like they don't want to work again. What the heck is going on with this game? All right, there we go. Yeesh. Hopefully the door skip's activated. It says it is. At the way it's going right now, I'm starting to have concerns. Hey, Snake, welcome in. Yeah, good to see you. All right, there we go. Is that? I think it was running a little better. I might need to reset it up, set it up, but there we go. This will do for now. Um, you have to forgive me. I haven't played this in a bit. Been playing so much of the original. You have no game sound? You should now. Yeah, that's my fault. That's start. Yeah, that was my fault. I didn't hit the button for it. Yeah, believe it or not, my two highest viewed videos here on YouTube are... Actually, most of my highest viewed videos on YouTube are for this game. The tutorials I made for both Chris and Jill especially are... Those are my best videos I've ever done. It's kind of fitting we finally get a stream of it here. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to grab the emblem yet. Just looking at my inventory, it's like, oh yeah, I don't think this is quite right. Ah, that's it. We'll make the needed adjustments. Oh, what is the drawing though? Come on up. This isn't me tough enough. I don't need that on top of it. Yeah, because I don't have the whistle spot. Alright, there we go. That's what was supposed to happen. Yeah, this speedrun will always have a special place in my heart, but it definitely lacks some of the energy of the OG. It's just, you could, a little, it's pretty slow paced by comparison. Now, the game itself, that's a whole different thing. Table first. But speedrun, a little slow. Okay, dude. If you say so. So, chat, who's buying a Nintendo Switch 2? That was the big happening in the time I've been away. Was the Switch 2 showcase and all of its whatnots. Not you? I think if I get one, it's going to be a while. This year, I've used my Switch a ton so far, and I have a lot more planned with it going ahead. But prior to that, the 2-3 years I've owned one, I really haven't used it that much. Now, part of that's because of the way my channel has been on here, but I don't know. Yeah, so it makes me wonder, would it really be worth it? And in this particular case, I don't think so, but once there's enough games for it and everything, and yeah, you never know, but I think I'm definitely gonna take it definitely won't be a June 5th pickup. You know, as hype as some of the stuff is. Why is he right there, dude? What's going on? Yeah, look. Cursed run. Baby rape. Mm-mm. Alright, there we go. Richard is taken care of. He gets brought all the way back here on the Chris run. Jill just gets the run right by him. He stays there. Chris has to make the extra trip back, though. However, we need him alive more for Chris. If he dies with Jill, it's no big deal. Chris, we need the assault shotgun now. Because Chris does not have the luxury of getting the grenade launcher. Probably the thing that, well, not probably, it just is the thing that makes his run more challenging. Here, I'm gonna grab that grenade just in case. You never know when something weird may happen. You randomly get that you randomly may get that extra grab on you or something like that. Oh god, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Snake. We're gonna go ahead and use one of those grenades on this guy. He is consistently right in the way. Not reset. All right, we're gonna let Rebecca practice because Chris can't play piano. Yeah, using the grenade gets rid of that zombie there, so we don't have to dodge him. This is where you would grab the emblem normally. And then you just need to run to the main hall here. Head on back. Chris. But yeah, I think I'd rather, like, I've been thinking about upgrading my PC. And again, like, which actually, oddly enough, of course, involve what would end up involving you, Snake. But I think I'd rather spend my money on something like that, or even a PS5, I think, before I'd go switch to route. It just seems that just for like what I in general would use it for and everything like that. That'd just be better. But like I said, down the road though, I want to be opposed to getting one. Really, the only thing right now that I'd say, man, I'm gonna miss not being able to do DK Bonanza looks amazing. Even if DK's new model is a little weird, that's okay, because that game looks like it's gonna just be insanely fun. But other than that, I did find it weird though. You know, like Nintendo announced three first party games at the event, and that'll in theory release between now and the end of the year. Two of them are racing games. I found that very odd. Yeah, not knocking Mario Kart or Kirby Air Riders, but you just wouldn't. I don't know. Typically, you'd figure. It feels like Kirby's not going to stand a chance. Like, if Kirby releases at the holiday mark, a lot of people are going to get Switch 2s at the holidays, right? Which, you know, would be good for Kirby, but if you're going to get a racing game, you're going to get Mario Kart. I mean, I feel like that's just, you know, the way that would work. So it feels like Kirby might get buried, but hey, you never know. I mean, they are very different, but it's not like you're going from playing, like, you know, Burnout to, you know, Gran Turismo or something. Either. They're closer than that. But I guess Kirby is a marketable name for them too. Like, that'll make them money. Everybody's gonna be thinking they're gonna get the next you know, Nightmare in Dreamland game. It turns out it's a racing game. What the fuck is this? We already got. Gonna be pissed. That is one thing. If you are a Switch owner and you intend to get a Switch too and upgrade. Oh no, I didn't get the key. Oh, oh. Where is the key? Kirby's Dream Course 2 when? Yeah, exactly. Got the one in there. Uh-oh. I'm trying to retrace my steps of what I did wrong here. Every zombie is spawning in, too. I'm still surprised the 3D Mario wasn't shown. But clearly they went with DK instead, which I'm happy with because DK's been dormant since the not dormant, but we haven't had a new DK since Tropical Freeze as far as new entry. I don't remember where this key is. I don't remember for the life of me where it is. I got the one in the bathroom. I got the one in the save room. I don't remember what the other one is. That Chris just sucks. Why is Joe? Oh, it's in the, I know where it is. I need to get to the other side of the house. Of course, all this stuff is as far away as possible. It's good practice to die for dodging zombies, right? That is if you dodge. Yeah, it's in here. All right, now we got to go back around one more time. Like I said, it was in the absolute worst place it could be. Every zombie that could extra spawn in did. Jesus, what is going on here? Chris, you suck. God damn it, dude. Okay, we can redo that. We can make that better. Okay.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, there were a few mistakes there that were really bad. Go, Dad, go! Hey, Zax, welcome in. Yeah, good to see you, Zax.
There are only 3.
Zax, are you picking up a Switch too? We were talking about a bit there before. Do you see yourself snagging one? Yeah, one thing though I was gonna allude to is if you own a Switch and you intend to get a Switch 2, and it's like if you wanted games like Tears of the Kingdom or Mario Odyssey or whatever, make sure you buy the Switch version of them, because a lot of those games will offer the upgrade for the Switch 2 version for free. But you may want to snag them soon because they may go up in price because of that. Because, like, you could buy Breath of the Wild probably for 40, 50 bucks now, but that new version for the Switch 2 is going to be 70. But the upgrade is apparently free. So, yeah. So, like, if you would ever want to play, like, Breath of the Wild, save yourself the 20 bucks. There. Okay. I don't really play the your Switch one. You play Mario Kart sparingly. Otherwise, I've only really Fire Emblem Three Houses. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll get one, but well, I'll more than likely get one, but it's gonna be a ways away, like nowhere near the launch or anything like that. There's other stuff I'd rather get, and hopefully see if maybe some prices come down, or something along those lines too. But really, I think above all, just a few more games I'd want to get. But it'll eventually happen, I'm sure. It's weird because 2025, I've probably played my Switch the most of all my consoles. But and still have a lot of plans with it, but prior to that, like the last 3 years, I've hardly played the thing. Like I played Overcooked with, like Koi and Raven and Nape on the anniversary stream, and a ton of DK. But other than that, I think the only other game I ever played on the thing was Metroid Dread on stream. Yeah, wasn't getting enough use. I got this. Come on, man. What is this? Shower now to get people fat. Hey, enjoy the food. This is going much better so far, though. Some random bites that I don't particularly like, but overall much better so far. And go save our old buddy Richard. Dick Aiken himself. Come on, man. I blame Rebecca for that bite. She makes us bring Richard back to the save room. If she didn't do that, I wouldn't have been. Just saying. You blame Boko? That's probably fair. Dude, these zombies today have been freaking ass, man. What is up with the lunges? Or lack thereof. This is why wait. OGs are just... No, they're flanking me. Unreal, man. Man, no love today. No love from the game, man. It is as they say, giving us the business. Yeah, a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, that was excellent, Stereo. Yeah, that for one, I mean, obviously it's great anytime, but the fact that I've been playing so much of it lately as well makes it even better to see. Feels okay, man. Yeah, exactly. I love Shenmue, and it deserves every bit of that. Yo, Liam. Hey, good to see you. Coming in with the Dansu arrive. Hope you're doing well, Liam.
Chris!
Doing with some Dark Souls 3 there. Hey, very nice. How's the remake runs? This attempt here is going fine. I actually died before because I forgot to get the stupid third key. But it just makes me appreciate RE1 OG speedruns. This is the better video game, I think, without a doubt, but as far as the speedrun, it's not even really a competition. This game is not anywhere. It's not even its league. Hey, Joanne, welcome in. Yeah, thank you for being here. Welcome. Speaking of Dark Souls, you could have made an argument for that series as well. Oh, yeah, definitely, Stereo. Oh, it's changing Vashi to your role. Oh, gotcha. Oh, welcome in, Vashi. Yeah, it's done that for a few people. I don't know why. Shenmue was given an award from BAFTA as one of the most influential games ever. And Stereo's making the case that Dark Souls could be in that group as well. And yeah, I agree. Liam, I just figured your name was Liam or Retro. There we go. See, I didn't have the key there last time. So I had to go all the way back through the mansion for one to remember where the key was that I missed. And everything. And of course it was all the way in the opposite sides and I ended up getting myself killed. So I had to get past too many zombies. All the ones that could spawn in as bonus did. Oh, Jesus. There we go. You may want to get that tetanus. Now I gotta change my name again. I'm sorry, Liam. Yeah, you are indeed Vashi on my end now. You really blew his mind. Very good, Stereo. Was it? Oh man. So chat, yeah. Tomorrow we're doing Shenmue, but then tomorrow, the day after, plan is Batman Arkham City. The challenge redeem for that. Which I haven't played that game in a really long time. Curious to see how it holds up. Yeah, it was another anniversary redeem. Yes, FF5 is finished. Yeah, I pretty well it was that same night we played it last. Yeah, I pretty well wiped out XDeath. It was compared to, well, it's weird because Zermies gave me a ton of trouble in FF4. FK gave me a little more trouble, or a little less trouble, but overall still a threat, but overall kind of a pushover. But then XDeath was a total pushover, like he got his ass completely beat. Did you fight a mega weapon? I saw a mega weapon, I walked around a mega weapon, and I never spoke of a mega weapon again. I just avoided him like a coward. Yeah, you gotta remember though, in my defense there, stuff like that requires a lot of heavy grinding, typically, unless there's a strat that I don't know. And I'm streaming it. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I've got to be conscious about both sides of things with some situations like that. Because, you know, it's hard enough to make some games thrilling to stream, but it's, you know, making it something like grinding, I don't know, I think that's beyond me there. Yeah, I figured there was probably something with a lot of those. I always wonder, like, if there was a way you could do, like, the Beastmaster catch command and, like, instantly win. Like, it's just some of those that randomly works for some reason. You can use the chemist. Oh, really? Yeah, that's pretty busted. But overall, I liked 5 a lot. I kind of did a tier, not like a true tier maker, but a tier maker of all the RPGs I've played the last 2 years. And I put it on the A tier. Right under Pokemon Red, right above Pokemon Emerald. I thought it was very good. Yeah, tier. The S tier is, I have FF6, Chrono Trigger, FF4, and Pokemon Fire Red. Of what we played the last 2 years. Or like year and a half. 2024 and 25. Shadow Hearts and Mario and Luigi were B tier. I think that's all I have so far. Not on stream. Not on stream, Vashy. I played Crystal technically last year, and it is, or I mean, not Crystal's, Gold last year, and it was incredible. I loved it. And Crystal will be coming soon to the channel, though. It's one of our redeems. So, it'll be a first playthrough of Crystal, even though it's technically Gen 2 again. Gen 2 is your favorite? I think it's mine, too. Like Crystal will almost guarantee a S tier slot, I can say. Yeah, those I was blown away. I always thought for sure I was like, you know, Gen 1's the best gen. Because that's what I grew up with. And I never played much Gen 2 just because it never really happened. I think it was honestly, I was just burnt out from playing so much Gen 1. I finally played, like I said, played through Gold off stream for the first time, and man, it just, I was hooked on it big time. It was so good. Need to get another copy, but it's pricey. Well, I've been saying it for a while now, but freaking Nintendo could just put them onto their modern consoles. Because as far as I'm concerned, with their unwillingness to do that, I don't feel so bad about emulating. You know, like I'm all for buying this modern available stuff if it's made available, but like for Pokemon, you need to play, like, what's the most modern thing you can play it on? A 3DS, I guess? And even then, you can't get them on the store, digital store anymore, so you have had to have bought it already. But other than that, what's the next most ready thing? The GameCube? Like, yeah, get your shit together. And you need a GameCube player to do it, and that's expensive as hell. Although, I guess a Game Boy Advance... Or, well, wait, can any of the DS's, the one OG model DS, I guess would be the next one. Crystal's around $200 for a nice copy. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I said, that's where my guilt of emulating goes out the window. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And that's, yeah, without boxing, Jesus. Completed box goes for almost 700. Oh, hell freaking no. Man, that's sad.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Japanese version's much cheaper.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Oh Lord, I'm fat once again. Hell freaking yeah, stereo. Yeah, I don't know when we'll get the crystal though. Like, I've got a lot of redeems. I'm trying to spread the RPGs out a little bit. Like we just did FF5 and then Corey redeemed FF10 too. I've got crystal and I think another, all in tactics. So we got a lot still. Wait, so 14 in total, stereo? Nice, nice. Ew, congrats. That's excellent, man. You know what? You deserve that. And I'm still racking my brain over 700 completed box. Ugh. Hmm. That was a bad fight. Our old buddy B shooting Wesker. Don't worry about it. I was gonna heal, but I'll wait. Made a mistake today, very light breakfast. Oh. You got it regulated now, though, right? You know, or what? You know, we're feeling comfortable again. I'm gonna grab both these boxes, I think, just to be safe. Just don't have the confidence in my dodging right now. Okay, good, good, good. Stereo. And they both just outright ran. What? Oh, that sucks. Alright, I'm moving on to Jill, man. I'm done with Chris. I should have just killed him outright. That's why I grabbed the extra ammo, just in case I'd have to, but I didn't expect him to cut me off there either. That sucks. Alright, we're just doing Jill, man. I've died twice on Chris. Ugh. Nobody likes Chris anyway. Oh, yikes, man. That's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I want the, I want 2-3 hours of, you know, the YouTube stream. I don't want it to turn into 4 because I keep dying. Oh yeah, Chris OG is great. But if you choose a certain route, you can hear the, we got to the root of the problem. Then the studio audience cheers and everything.
Thanks.
What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm trying to play this like I'm playing OG. And next week we may end up doing. I was thinking about doing Village today, actually, believe it or not, but I was like, then I have to play Village, so I didn't do it. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do on these YouTube streams. It's been kind of nice as a way to still have some of the usual marathon stuff on the channel. Without a, you know, since we've been doing Shenmue and eventually we're gonna do Boy. Some of the that long Friday slot's been taken up. But I don't know if I'm eventually maybe like have a YouTube exclusive like longer playthrough going on or something like that. You know, like, hey look, it's Friday, we're gonna play, you know, Final Fantasy whoa here. You know, something like that. Or maybe actually do like proper speedruns of something. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like these because it keeps me in the time frame I want, because it'd be easy like once I'm streaming to get carried away with it, but then I'd like, you know, it's like 2 a.m. and then I still haven't done all the stuff I want to do for Friday and I'm bummed out. And what is this day? Remake's just part of it is me, but man, part of it is Remake has just decided it was going to be a jerk today. That is definitely somewhat of a some part of what's going on here. A lot of very generous zombies, to say the least. Murder hall time. No luck from Baldy. At least we got some luck from that guy. And getting the grenade launcher there really does help. It makes pretty easy work of all the bosses. It's going to carry us through the entire game. Anybody wondering, this game is slightly modded. I'm using the door skip mod, which obviously allows door skips. But also, I have a mod that restores the colors to kind of like an OG mode. And what I mean is like OG RE1, where you'll notice Jill's uniform is very blue. In particular, her beret and everything, and that actually is indeed part of the mod. And then there's other things for Chris, some green on Chris and Rebecca, and a few other things. But yeah, Jill in particular, the biggest difference. She kind of looks. It's almost like she's wearing like a teal in the bluish green base version of this game. So that kind of just restores those colors. All right. Let's have a good run here, though. Seriously. And it's storming again outside. My goodness. Just as a heads up, if my stream were to randomly die, it will be probably because of the power going out. It hasn't gone out at all this year yet, knock on wood, but it's definitely a possibility when it starts really kicking up storm-wise outside. It's disappointing. I'm on my way, buddy. Just burn the house down? You know, that sounds like a solid idea to me. Very lucky I didn't get bit there. Yeah, I was actually moving right there as if I was playing as Chris and almost paid for it. Snack deal here. I liked Mr. Kennedy. I'll put it this way: he's the kind of guy that I think would have gotten old pretty quick. But I saw just the right amount of it where I didn't get sick of it yet. This is a stupid gimmick, but in a good way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. I don't remember that part, though. I do remember him going there. I don't know if that's when I stopped watching or I just don't remember. It's one of the two. But I do remember him being there, though. Because it was just weird he had to change. It was so weird to me at that time that he had to change his name. Now he had time. It was a bad era mostly. Yeah, like I said, I remember him being there, but I don't remember much else. He had a nice theme song in TNA. There was one match he was in with MVP and they were facing Kane and Taker in WWE. And it was one time I actually was really kind of mad about like something Kane and Taker were really involved with. I in general like them for the most part, but it was one of the few times I really felt like it was just designed to bury the guys more than it needed to. Because I thought him and MVP were both pretty good. But it turned into like this 20-minute punishment match almost. And, you know, like they kept trying to find like gimmick ways to get, lose the match. And so they kept extending it and it ended up being like 20-30 minutes. And ultimately they did get a little offense in, but really it was 95% them getting beat down. Like, oh, this is nice. Not saying they should have beat those two guys, but I don't know. MVP and Kennedy wrote better than that. Oh, the Lisa cabin? My guess is she thought she killed her right away. And was eventually going to, you know, like, probably tear her flesh off at some point in the upcoming hours. But yeah, I always just figure she knew or she thought she killed her. You just open the door with the spider just chilling right there on it. No problem. It's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's a nice remaster of the original theme, but just has that great moody horror feel to it. All right, it is number 1. Gone through things out of order here.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Yo, hey Midland, good to see ya.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Yeah, we're doing well today, Midland. Did you see the trailer for the Naked Gun? I did not. No. I didn't know it was up yet. To be honest. That is an awful bit then. That's really bad. What the heck? Looks good. I'm glad to hear it's solid. Or well, looking solid. You know, you get a little burnt out on remakes and everything like that. But, you know, if they're going to have to exist, at least do it justice. Oh, not a remake. Oh, okay. I just figured it was. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I did too. Yeah. Exactly the Midland, yes. Oh man, yeah, God, I need to watch that again in general. Maybe I may even, if I have time tonight, I might even do that after stream here. Yeah, I was also happy to see South Park Season 27 is officially underway, on the way. Or, you know, as much as anything, I'm just glad to see it still exists. You know, with I was starting to get the impression that, like, I know they signed the deal to do the specials for like Paramount Plus and all those, but I was also kind of getting to the point that I was like really kind of feeling like that might just be the model they morph into altogether. So, not that that's necessarily bad, but yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to see them still be in their original style. Yeah. I'm guessing it'll be probably 6 to 8 episodes, like 26 was. But yeah, it's better than nothing. See, why didn't the hunters do that when we were playing as Chris? Yeah, the nice thing is South Park, I'm assuming South Park will keep its 10 o'clock time slot too on Wednesday. That way I can ideally get to watch it after Dynamite. What a jerk. Ah, come on. Whoa, what was that? That was weird. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen that happen quite like that. I mean, obviously, if you take too long, he'll knock you over, but he kind of just jumped the gun a little bit there. That was very unusual. All right, into the caverns, which are longer, but I don't know if better than the original. Caverns might be the one section I think I like better. Yeah, whether it's casual or speedrun. Don't get hit even one more time. I might just run right into a zombie just because you said that.
Is that
Have to raise the price of the Switch 2 games another $10. Oh, God. You know the weird thing with that? Mario Kart World is $80, but Donkey Kong is $70. Yeah, like I expected the games like Breath of the Wild Switch 2 version or whatever to be cheaper because, you know, they're just ports. But for the original games, I don't remember, you know, like brand new AAA, you know, or like first party games like that having different prices like that. Very unusual. Probably just incentive to get people to buy the bundle, but still. Back in the 90s, prices are like that, were they? I just don't remember. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Stereo. Yeah, I think it's just to incentivize the bundle. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think they said it's about, the amount in Japan translates about $389,000 or $389 here in the US. Yeah. Yeah, so it's, yeah, basically $50 import fee. Yeah, you know, an interesting thing, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, I must have been very interesting. And I hate it when that happens. I'm gonna say something and can't remember what it was. I look forward to seeing what all it'll be able to run, everything like that, though. I noticed they put like Final Fantasy VII Remake on there, but they didn't put Rebirth on there. I was like, yeah, so what's the limitations of this thing, really? Like, can it handle rebirth, or are they just gonna wait and spread them out? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see the reasoning there, Stereo, and another part where it's just like, haha, screw them. You think it's a later thing? I'm hoping. I'm still holding out for the remake to come out to Xbox. But I don't think that's going to happen. Even in like a ton of Final Fantasy and Square games are. Those are pretty much the only ones done. Wouldn't even need to buy a PS5. I don't know, 15's on there. Yeah, you can get, well, pretty much the only ones not on there, I think, are 16, 7 Remake, and Rebirth. 7 Rebirth. I think everything else is on there. You can trade in your Switch 1. Yeah, I won't say I regret getting my Xbox because it's gotten a ton of value for me, and I like that it enhances the 360 games and, you know, all of that stuff. I've gotten my money's worth, so I don't really have any regret there, but at the same point, I do think to myself, maybe I should have just gotten that PS5. Even though the PS5 is a freaking eyesore of a console. The Xbox looks nice, but yeah, in terms of that, the aesthetic on my setup, I definitely am happy with the Xbox, but other than that, I think game-wise, I would have been happier with the PlayStation. PS5 is an awful design, plus it's white, which is even worse. Although you can get things to help that, but the actual design is... I'm not even knocking the console itself as far as, like, what it can do or anything. I just think that, yeah, that design is just not appealing, visually appealing. Looks like something out of the Jetsons. I was watching the Yu-Gi-Oh channel on Twitch, and somebody said Kaiba's Season 2 jacket when the Battle City stuff starts up, that white jacket he wears is basically the PS5 jacket, and now I can't not see that. I think you know what I'm talking about, yeah. It's this big white jacket with like black interior, and it's like got the weird shapes to it, just like the PS. Yeah, I don't know, cause I almost feel like if you don't, I wonder if it's a deal where it gets progressively worse the longer I stream. You know, like if you like refresh, like maybe it calls for you to refresh a lot more or something. I have no idea. Or it's just, I don't know, it's just the way it is, because it's set on ultra low latency, I was very sure to do that. It is as quick as it can be on my end. The rest is in Twitch's hands, I mean YouTube's hands. Oh, in case games that apparently most games will work Vashy, but you know, you never know like if a game's gonna work worse or not. But it sounds like most of the stuff that won't are things like the Labo or Labo, you know, things like that. But games like Mario Odyssey, the Zeldas, and those are actually going to be getting free upgrades. Some of them are getting free upgrades. Some of them you have to pay for. It depends if they're adding content to it. It seems like it's going to be pretty fully backwards compatible, though. Oh, yeah, I definitely keep those, Vashy. You love your Switch? I really have come to love mine as well, and I regret not getting... I regret that I haven't gotten more out of it yet, but that is going to change. I'm going to be... There's a lot more... going to be more use of it coming soon to the channel, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, well, like, that's probably what I'll just probably go and use it to play Yoshi's Island. And, obviously Mario Odyssey. That isn't like any kind of redeem, but I bought it on Mario Day since it was on sale. And I've basically told Liam for 3 years now I will inevitably play it, so it's just gonna be on here. Xenoblade with less loading times? Yeah, I don't know if it'll enhance games like that, or if it is like Zelda. They're going out of their way to like fully enhance. Like the frame rate's gonna get a boost, this and that. But I wonder, now that you mentioned that, Stereo, like a game like Xenoblade, like let's say they don't do anything like, add 120 FPS or whatever to it. Will it still load faster, though? Like, will other just general performance things improve? I'd imagine they will. But, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Runs way better on Switch than the OG Wii. I'm gonna get hit. Brutal loading on your JRPG. Like I said, I'd imagine they'll have that. Like, I would love to have, like, Octopath Traveler 2, have that, just run super quick, for example. Oh, man. Hell yeah. Apparently, Vashy, the games, it's going to be a game-to-game deal. Like, I think Kirby and Mario Party will cost an extra bit of money, but they also are adding modes to it, along with the boost, where a game like Zelda and Mario Odyssey are going to be free, but they're not adding anything, or at least nothing too much. I think Zelda's getting a mobile app. Like, you can actually get a GPS on your phone for Zelda now or some shit. It's really weird. You're talking yourself into the Switch too? I think it's definitely going to be worth grabbing. It's just, you know, when and person to person. But yeah. I mean, the GameCube games are on there, going to be on there now. And they're going to be enhanced as well. So like day one, you could be playing Wind Waker or some shit, and the visuals look really nice, I have to say. There's a lot of incentive for it. Oh. Yeah, him doing that gets you out of the safety range with the tyrant, so you have to grab extra. I love Wind Waker. To be honest, it's not a common opinion, I'm sure. I think it might be my favorite Zelda that I've played. I've played it, Ocarina of Time, Oracle of Ages, and Link to the Past, and I actually think Wind Waker might be my favorite. Which again, I know is far, far, far from common. Hey, Maro, welcome in. And with the Peepo arrive, go faster. Peepo leave. Wow. Just wow. Zelda 2 on the NES is your favorite? I do like, believe it or not, I actually like watching that game. I think it'd be pure hell to play, but I do like watching that speedrun. I've seen JC and Arcus both do good grinds for that game. You legit suck at it. It looks tough. It looks tough just to play, but even tougher to navigate and everything like that. It's a hard game. We'll see, Mara, we'll see. Maybe I might do a Murder House playthrough or something after this. I'd like to get around 3 hours. it's kind of a trial and error. I just run a few steps, but I think it's actually technically like 5 full steps. It depends on the difficulty you're playing on. But yeah, you get so far you can run. I usually just play it super safe since it's, you know, I'm not really like grinding for a top time or something. But yeah, you can get it pretty exact to where it's like, you know, you count her left leg and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, then stop, you know, something like that. Hi, streamer. I heard you took a full-time contract to become a full streamer over here. Smile. Well, random new viewer, I don't want to make you sad, but I do have to tell you that as captivating and amazing as that would be, it is just simply not true.
Jill.
Yeah, welcome in, Serial. It's good to see you, man. Oh, it's going fine. And the Chris runs were kind of cursed, but Jill's going well. Probably gonna do a little bit of Murder House, maybe like a Murder House run after this.
Barry.
Barry. Yeah, still trying to find the footing on old YouTube as far as like what I'm gonna do and everything, but it's getting there. I think it's eventually gonna evolve to the point that I like do just a specific YouTube speed run, or maybe a you know, like certain just playthroughs on here, stuff like that. And every week we just either work on the run or work on getting through the game, you know, a little bit at a time. Croc left my life just as quickly as it came. Oh, really? Well, I mean, congrats on finishing it up and everything, but yeah, gone so quickly, huh? Well, Serial, there's only one thing I can say. Croc remastered Speedruns when? 100% is all said and done. Great time. Hey, congrats, man. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I think after watching you play that last night, I think I'm definitely gonna give it a go.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not the best with 3D platformers, but it just looks so much fun, and it's more the visual thing. I always want to reinforce that. I like playing them. It's just, man, my depth perception has gotten progressively worse over the years.
3 minutes to detonate.
Funny enough, I was just kind of racing through the levels into the stream to stay on a bit longer. Oh, nice. Pumped out a few videos on YouTube of the 100% of each world. Hey, nice, man. Yeah, that's power pick style right there. Oh, he actually grabbed me. Go taser! Taser on the tyrant. Alright, there we go. There goes good old tyrant. There goes RE1. Yeah, we'll just forget about the Chris stuff. But that nice and easy. Yeah, thank you, Supergoat. Thank you, Vashy. Thank you, Serial. I still really like this game, but it is a rough game to get out of practice with. Just get your timing just a little off sometimes. Your time is coming, Gary. Yep. Yep. I don't know. I mentioned it earlier, Serial. These YouTube streams have been nice because since I haven't been doing the regular marathon for a few weeks now, this is still a nice way to keep all the games in circulation a little bit as far as, for one, keeping me not from getting too insanely rusty at them. But I know a lot of people do prefer the horror stuff still and everything, and I still love it too, and value said viewers, so definitely want to offer it in some form or fashion while it's not appearing, especially while it's not appearing on the main channel.
Jill, you did a fine job.
1:11:55. Nice, nice, nice. Good enough, as they say. I'm never hungry when I wake up either. Yeah, it's one of those deals where I'll force myself to eat something, but yeah, it's always a pain. Here you guys, I'm gonna switch over and we're gonna load up Murder House for a nice run, so we to wrap things up on here for the night. Just give me 1 second. Alrighty, I have returned to thank you all for waiting. Alright, let's see what our old buddy Gary has in store for us today. Gary and the Murder House crew. All right, and here we go. What a sleazeball, right? He's the kind of person that, you know, like you can see him in these graphics and everything, and you can just still tell he's greasy. Yeah, thank you everybody for liking the stream, by the way. I really appreciate it. It does help out. Thank you, thank you. Gives me a weird little notification whenever somebody does. I just saw that. Yeah, thank you everybody. And thank you all for being here and checking out the YouTube content. Yeah. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, chat, you know, one thing I never thought I'd say, and I'm still questioning my mindset of saying it. I think I'm actually going to give Shenmue 3 another shot as a playthrough. Now, it will never not be a colossal disappointment. Let me double down on saying that. But I do think it's an okay game. And, you know, despite its flaws, as like I said, in regards to being just disappointing of what it ultimately became, I think the game itself is good enough to warrant a look, especially with as much Shenmue as I've been doing. Just a kind of a totally random note there, but yeah, I think so. I think so. Maybe that'd be a good, like, see, like I mentioned the idea of like maybe doing a couple of like doing some casual of that on here, even. I don't know. Fine.
Sure.
Hey.
Me, yeah, Carol. No, I'm. Okay, got it. All right. Action. A job meant to spread joy and cheer put him in the perfect position to abduct young children until his capture and execution in 1985. Many of the bodies have not been recovered. As told by the sole survivor, Randy Martinez, Smith would release the children in his greenhouse and force them to go on a deadly Easter egg hunt while he stalked and murdered them. 2 years later, many say he still haunts the home he grew up in. What was that? Tom, did you get that? I apologize to the viewers at home, but I just felt an energy pass by behind me. Let's continue deeper into the house and see what secrets we uncover.
I want my lunch. Baby rage.
Where are the people? Where's...
Damn it,
Okay.
Fury.
Action.
This is Dana Turner on location.
Oh,
I've
hamburgers.
just been informed that we're stuck here. Someone has wrecked our van and we can't get our fucking pizza lunch promised by my producer. Is Anthony Smith
Yeah, God, did you
executed in the electric
see
chair
that
in
trailer? He's gonna be an
1985,
air
back from the
traffic
dead,
control
and back for
officer.
revenge on anyone who enters his house? Find out soon if we don't get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God, that's
damn
gonna
it,
be
Dana.
so
Cut.
cursed.
I want my lunch. I can't
So
work
funny,
under
though.
these conditions.
Fine. We'll take a break. Hey, intern girl, see if you can find where the hell Tom is.
Hamburgers.
Help me! There's somebody else in here! No!
I'd feel bad for Dana. But I won't. Ah. All right, are you ready, Serial?
Dana is. Help me find out. No!
Boy, am I. Oh, man. It's so dumb. I could not agree more there, Serial.
Hello? Is anyone there? I hear you. Come out.
Welcome back, Marrow. I don't know how much longer we're going for, Marrow, but I'm glad you could always make it back. just missed the splits BB.
You can't kill me. I'm the Easter Ripper!
Well, at least Murder House went really well today. I guess RE1 did too as well. Chris was rough, but Jill went really well.
Get away from me! You can't do this! That kills you! Cut. Congratulations. A wrap? Well, it's a wrap.
All right, there's one thing I want to do. I haven't done this in a while. You can go in here and look who it is.
What's wrong with you?
Ugh. Too many pizzas.
How many did you eat?
3.
Slices?
No, pizzas. I was bored. Not much left to do since I died.
Well, good news then, it's over.
Ugh, thank God. Maybe someone could give me a ride into town off this hell set.
You know people really got killed in this house.
That's just a rumor.
Rumor.
Like my skeletons?
Yeah, real sick.
Thank you. It took me so long to pose them.
Let's party! And then clean up. We're finally free. Worst shoot ever.
What are you doing?
Rehearsing for my next role.
What's that?
Bikini Babes on Werewolf Planet.
Bikini
I
Babes
play
on
Queen
Werewolf
Zion.
Planet.
Exciting.
Want to help with the part?
I'm glad you like it, Mero. I'm glad you like it.
Sure. Queen Zion. We caught the Bikini Babes sneaking into the palace.
Well, what do you have to say for yourselves?
We didn't mean to. We don't even know how we got onto this planet.
Silence! You think I'm a fool? Take their bikinis. Bikini babes. You'll have to settle for just babes. What do you think?
You were great.
Yeah, you're great. Those are some of the other things you can do in the epilogue besides just leave. Hey, Kano. well, that is the end of Murder House. We did some Murder House after doing some Resident Evil Remake. So that was the epilogue of it. So yeah, reminder guys, here on YouTube, I did just post the Shenmue Bad Ending playthrough from, speedrun from, earlier in the week from Twitch. But, yeah, as far as on actual streams, tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern, we will be doing another Shenmue run. Proper game, full game, glitchless, speedrun. Hopefully gonna get that one through. No crashes or anything like that. And then Saturday we're going to be actually starting a new redeem, which will be Batman Arkham City. First time playing that in years, but yeah, one that was unlocked during the anniversary stream, so looking forward to it. But yeah, as far as next week on YouTube, I don't know what we're gonna play next. You know, I've still got a few more games I'd like to kind of do the way we've been doing these, and then maybe start doing something, like I said, other playthroughs or speedruns, something like that. But yeah, I think that's about where we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. I know these streams are shorter, but gives me time to do some other stuff and everything before starting up the full-on stream week over on Twitch. Yeah, again, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Yeah, thanks for being here again. And yeah, we hope to see you tomorrow night over on Twitch. Again, 5:30 US Eastern Time. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Yeah, thank you, Mero. Thank you, Super Goat. And yeah, have a great rest of your nights, everybody. And yeah, see you then. Hey, have a good one, Vestige. Have a good one, Serial. All right, yep. See you guys.